students. Good morning, everyone. So let me start with your next part 2. That in this part you will study about host, type of host, about the parasitism, and then symbiosis. These are the interaction between the host and the parasite. And this comes under Unit 1, Introduction to Host Parasite Relationship, 6.7, Paper 7, Applied Zoology, Year 6th Semester Zoology syllabus. Okay. So to tell you, in the last part I have told you about host parasite relationship and what are the different strategies which are taken up by the host as well as by the parasite to overcome the interaction of each other. Okay, so that we have studied in the last class. In this class we will start with the host, type of host, and the two type of association. One is parasitism and one is symbiosis. Okay, here what you can see in a diagram, we can study some of these are the endoparasites and some of the almost these are the parasites: mosquito, leech, this is your tapeworm, this is roundworm. Okay, and you have head louse here. Okay, then some tick, mites, all these are some of the parasites. Okay, so in the last class I have told you what are parasites. Parasites are the organisms which depend on the host for getting their food, nourishment, and to have the shelter. Okay, so now in this class we'll study in detail about the host. So what is a host? A host is a living cell in which a virus reproduces. It may be a cell or it is an organism that harbors a parasite. Okay, so it may be a cell where the virus is reproducing, or it may be an organism, okay, which harbors the parasite. So typically what is the host is, it provides nourishment and shelter to the parasite. Okay, example, it includes animals as a host to parasitic worms. Example, some of the animals are the host. For example, for nematodes. For nematodes means Ascihelminthes. Okay, here cells harboring a parasitic virus. For example, for this is also a cell which has been infected by a virus. Okay, and a bean plant hosting mutualistic nitrogen fixing bacteria. ಒಂದು bean plant ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ nitrogen fixing bacteria ಇರುತ್ತೆ. That association is also an example. Here bean plant is a host, okay, and that nitrogen fixing bacteria ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು parasite ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇದು examples. Now types of host. There are two types of host. One first is definitive host or primary host, and second is intermediate host or secondary host. Okay, so we'll see what is definitive host or primary host. Here parasite either harbors the adult stage or where the parasite utilizes the sexual method of reproduction in the parasitic infection. So man is a definitive host here. Okay, example for definitive host is man. Here you can see the adult stages of the parasites in this host. So ಯಾವ ಹೋಸ್ಟನ್ನ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ದ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಆ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟಿಂದು ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಹೋಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರೋ ಆ ಹೋಸ್ಟನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟಿವ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ ಹಿಯರ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟಿವ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ನೋ ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಜೋವನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಜೋವಾದಿಂದ ಕಾಸ್ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಮಸ್ಕಿಟೋ ವೆಕ್ಟರಿಂದ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ವೈವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಂದ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಷೀಸ್, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ಫ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಪಾರಮ್, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ವೈವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಹಿಯರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಬರ್ಸ್ ದ ಲಾರ್ವಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಾರಿ, ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಲಾರ್ವಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸನ್ನು ಹಾರ್ಬರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾರ್ಬರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ತನ್ನ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಾರ್ಬರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲಾರ್ವಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್, ಯಾವ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸು ತನ್ನ ಲಾರ್ವಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ನ ಯಾವ ಹೋಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸುತ್ತೋ ಅಂಥ ಹೋಸ್ಟನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, in some larval development In some cases, larval development are completed in two different intermediate hosts. They refer as first and second intermediate host. ಓಕೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಎರಡು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಟು ಸೊ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಟು ವಿಚ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಾ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ಹೋಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. For example, here malaria, okay, I said you man is a definitive host or primary host. Man here, however, man acts as the intermediate host, or it harbors, okay, the parasite only for a short transition time. Okay, illi intermediate host man will be there, but here it is only for the short period of time. Okay, so that is an example for this. And now, in case of Trichinella spiralis, okay, this is a it belongs to phylum Aschelminthes. It is a species of roundworm. Okay, common Aschelminthes alli Ascaris lumbricoides aitala ade tara idu ondu roundworm, but different genus and species. A host that has both reproductive adults in its digestive tract and immature juveniles in its muscles, and is therefore considered both an intermediate and definitive host. ಓಕೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೋತ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟಿವ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸೇ ಎರಡು ಟೈಪು ಹೋಸ್ಟು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ reproductive adults you can see in digestive tract, both male and female adults, and then larval stages, juveniles ನಿಮಗೆ muscles ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ. So you are seeing both the stages, immature stages and mature stages. Okay, asexual stage and sexual stage, both in single organism, ಹಿಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಹೋಸ್ಟನ್ನ ನೀವು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟಿವ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀರಾ, ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನೇ ನೀವು ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀರಾ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟಿಕ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಇಂದ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್, ಒಂದು ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ಒಂದು ಲಾರ್ವಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟಿವ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ Trichinella spiralis. Okay, this causes a disease called as trichinosis. ಇದನ್ನ ಟ್ರೈಕಿನೆಲ್ಲೋಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಸೀಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸಿಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ರೌಂಡ್ವರ್ಮ್. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂಟೆಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡಯರಿಯಾ, ಅಬ್ಡಾಮಿನಲ್ ಪೇನ್, ವಾಮಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಇಂಟೆಸ್ಟೈನಿಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ parasitism aitala, it is an association where the parasites derive benefit and the host gets nothing. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೋಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನೂ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸಫರ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಇಂಜುರಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಜುರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಸೀಸು ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫರ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಇಂಜುರಿ. ಹೋಸ್ಟು ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನೋ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಫೇಲ್, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೇಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ವಿನ್ ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಲೀವ್ ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟ್ರೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಫರ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಇಂಜುರಿ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟಿಂದ ಏನು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜೀಸನ್ನ ಇದು ಹೊಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬೈ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸಿಟಿಕ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸಿಟಿಕ್ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಹೌ ಅ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟಿಕ್ ಈಸ್ bringing up a physiological changes in the host anta, adana how the host is interacting to those changes. Okay, this is called as host parasite relationship that we have studied in the last class in detail. Okay, then example, parasite will lose its power of independent life. So soon what happens is parasite can't live independently because it is completely dependent on the host for its food, shelter and reproduction. Okay, so example for this is parasites are lice, ticks, fleas, leeches. Okay, all these are almost ectoparasite, that means which are living outside the body of the host. They don't usually cause diseases directly, but they do suck blood from their host and that is causing some harm. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಡಿಸೀಸನ್ನು ಕಾಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಕಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸಿಟಿಸಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಂಬಯೋಸಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿಂಬಯೋಸಿಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ಓಕೆ, Non-mutual means living in understanding with each other. Okay, so ಇದು ನಾನ್ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್, ಅದು there is no mutual understanding between each other. Okay, but it is a form of symbiosis. ಅಂದ್ರೆ even though there is no understanding, they live together, occurring when one of the organism benefits at the expense of the other. ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So predation, unlike predation, parasitism does not necessarily result in direct death of the parasitized organism. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಡೇಷನ್ ಥರ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸಿಟಿಸಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯು ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಡೇಷನ್? you'll see predator and prey. For example, you take tiger and deer. Tiger is a predator, okay, deer is a prey. Prey ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಫುಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ when a predator is acting, I mean what I can say, attacking a prey will die definitely. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲ. Not even the host will die, not even the parasite will die immediately. Okay, in host and parasite association, both are dependent on each other. Here what happens is, host is dependent on parasite, parasite is dependent on host. One cannot live without the help of the other. None of the parasites suffers any harm by the association. Okay, so here how this one is, host needs that parasite and parasite needs the host. Okay, this is how this association goes on. So parasitoid, or parasitoids. What is parasitoid? Here sometimes the parasitized host is killed. So the host which has been affected by the parasite is killed as a result of parasitic invasion. Whenever the parasites invade ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ take over the what I can say, biochemical and physiological activities of a cell of a normal host, in such case the host will die. So the invader is known as parasitoid. Instead of calling a parasite, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು parasitoid ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, parasitoids typically insects ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. They are much smaller than their host ಗಿಂತ small ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Both are insects, but still parasitoid is smaller compared to its host. Then they kill the host and often live on or in their host for an extended period. ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ತುಂಬ ತಿಂಗಳುಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅದ್ರ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದು ವಾಸವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಫೈನಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸಿಟಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ will cause a death to the host. Okay, example, insects like wasp, some beetles, moth, etc. So here you can see there are some species of wasp which lays eggs on the eggs of other species. Okay, so that is parasitoid. So that will kill the other host eggs. Okay, this is an example for parasitoid. So types of parasites: endoparasites and ectoparasites. You people are very familiar with I can say I have been repeated it many times. Okay, you know it. Okay, endo means inside, ecto means outside. Here in endoparasitism, the parasites live within the host body. In ectoparasitism, parasites live outside the body of a host on the surface. So parasites increases their own fitness by exploiting host for resources necessary for their survival, in particular by feeding on them and by using intermediate host to assist in their transmission from one definitive host to another. Okay, so how the parasites will gain that much of ability is, so it will exploit the host. How? It will take the feeding ability and it will take the nourishment, every wanted thing it will take from the host. Okay, and it will use the host to assist in transmission. Okay, it will transmit very speedily from one host to another host. So some of the parasitic strategies of exploitation of animal host. So here you can see the strategies which has been undertaken by the parasites to kill the host. First is parasitic castration. What is parasitic castration? It is a strategy of a parasite, okay, by a parasite of blocking reproduction by its host, completely or in part to its own benefit. Okay, here the host reproduction is blocked by the parasite. That is called as parasitic castration. Second point is directly transmitted parasitism. So some of the parasites will directly transmit from one another by just touching contact. One of the best example what you can study is your coronavirus. Okay, and then three is tropically transmitted parasitism. It is by being eaten. Tropically means by taking from the mouth. It will go inside the mouth, through the mouth. Okay. If, for example, if use typhoid is caused due to Salmonella typhi, which is usually spread through what I can say, unclean food and water. Okay, food and water you will take through mouth alva. Mouth inda hodaga adana ನಾವು tropically transmitted parasitism ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Then vector transmitted parasitism, for example your chikungunya, your dengue, your malaria, this is transmitted through vector. What is a vector? It is an organism which is passing the disease causing organism from one host to another host. Okay, from one organism to another organism. Illi mosquitoes na ನಾವು vectors anta ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Modification of host behavior. The behavior of the host is modified by the parasites. ಮತ್ತು parasitoism, and you can see the parasitoism. Okay, what is parasitoism? I told you, soon after affecting you, the host is killed. Okay, parasites reproduce at a faster rate than their host. One of the best important strategy is it will reproduce faster than the host. Okay, within 1 second or within 1 minute, many number of parasites are formed by the reproduction. So next is symbiosis. What is symbiosis? It is another type of association, living together. It is long-term interaction between two different species. The organisms each termed as symbiont may be of the same or of different species. Okay, the two organisms may be of same species or different species, and both are living together for many years. There are many different types of symbiotic relationship that occur in the nature. Mutualism is one, okay, where both are getting benefited. Commensalism, where one is benefited and one is not benefited. About commensalism we'll study in the next class, okay, in part 3. Then parasitic, I told you about parasites, I told you about mutualism. Okay, you'll study about commensalism in the next class. So we'll see what is mutualism. It is a type of symbiosis where both the species, I told you this already, benefited from the interaction. It is an evolved interaction or close living relationship between organisms of different species. Keep this in mind. Usually with benefits to one or both. Okay, here benefit is both for both, or sometimes rarely for only one. So types of symbiosis here: obligate symbiosis and facultative symbiosis. So we'll see what is the difference between two. Obligate symbiosis is the relationship between the two species. Here it is two species is so interdependent. Both are very interdependent that each of the organisms is unable to survive without another. So ಒಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬದುಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. So that such type of interaction you can see. Obligate symbiosis. Okay, here the two species engage in a symbiotic partnership through choice and can survive individually. Okay, here so there is not like ಒಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಆಗದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬದುಕಕ್ಕಂತಲ್ಲ. Even though it is there or not there, it will anyhow lead its life. Okay, and it is a choice based symbiosis. Okay, then second difference is obligate symbiosis are often evolved over a long period of time. Okay, so ತುಂಬಾ evolution ಆಗಿ and finally it is having a symbiosis. Here facultative symbiosis may be more modern behavioral adaptation. It will be there for short time and it is behavioral based on the availability, based on the need ಅದು ಈ ಥರ association ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, then so facultative symbiosis may evolve into obligate symbiosis. So facultative symbiosis ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ obligative symbiosis ಗೆ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, but this cannot turn into this. Okay, so symbiosis is also classified by physical attachment. Okay, for example, symbiosis in which the organisms have bodily union is called conjunctive symbiosis. Okay, when two host and parasite unite ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು conjunctive symbiosis ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Symbiosis in which there are not in union, host ಮತ್ತು parasite union ಅಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, not together. Okay, only for short time it will be there. Okay, adana disjunctive symbiosis anta karitive. Then when one organism lives on the surface of another, such as head lice on humans, it is called as ectosymbiosis. Okay, atho ectoparasites anta kuda karitive, as I told you in the last slides. When one partner lives inside the tissue of another, it is termed as endosymbiosis. Okay, or endoparasites. So this is about your host. Today in this class, let me tell you what and all we have completed. We have started with host. Okay, definition of host, examples, then type, definitive host or primary host, and intermediate host or secondary host. Example, we have taken about the malaria and we have studied. Okay, in trichinella example, we have studied one different you can say parasite which is both having both intermediate and definitive host. For example, trichinella spiralis. Okay, it is a round worm. So next we have studied about the what are the changes the parasites will bring in the body of the host. Okay, and we have studied the difference between parasitism, predation, mutualism, and symbiosis. Then you have studied a small term called as parasitoid. Okay, and my example for that, and types of parasites in that, ecto and endoparasites. Then strategies which are taken by the parasite to exploit the animal host. We have studied some 7 strategies. Then symbiosis. What is symbiosis? It is living together. And types of symbiotic association. In that we have studied mutualism. Then types of symbiosis ali ಎರಡು ತರ, obligate ಮತ್ತೆ facultative. We have studied the difference between the two. And another type is conjunctive symbiosis, disjunctive symbiosis, ectosymbiosis, and endosymbiosis. So we have studied this much in today's class. With this, I will be stopping today's session. So thank you, students.